Welcome to another tutorial on CS384 Python regular expression. This time we will be seeing a practical example for matching an email address using regular expression. Fine. So I have a set of emails, some random emails, look at this and this, etc., etc., and I'm writing a pattern here. Fine. So if you see this expression, so as I said, caret is there. So in the okay, first let us see what an email should consist of. An email must consist of @ mandatory, and after @ there should be a dot, definitely, to specify the domain. To the left of dot we should have some characters, and to the right of dot we should have some characters, right? And before the @ we should have a composition of numbers, letters, and underscores. Dot, like Gmail allows for dots. So this is a valid email. This is again a valid email. This is invalid because Yahoo dot is missing. Yahoo is just like, we need to have a proper domain. Then again, this does not have @, and this is a valid email address. Fine. So how can you basically write a regular expression? So just let us break this regular expression. So I am having caret. That means my email should start with something between small a to z, capital A to Z, 0 to 9, basically numbers. I am allowing a dot, underscore, and a hyphen, right? Some email IDs do allow hyphen to be added. And I'm giving a plus. That means one or more. Fine. So if I give a star here, it will be wrong, right? Because in that case, a null will be accepted. So we have to specify plus here. That means at least one character should be there before @. And after @, you can see again I'm having the same string, right? I am not keeping here dot, fine, because I'm explicitly specifying a dot here. Now you can see here, just like we have /n, right? For example, you can say that since we want to match a dot, see, in regular expression, dot matches any single character, right? We have seen in the previous lectures. Dot matches exact a single character. But if we want to actually match a dot, we have to give an escape sequence. Similarly, like for example, if you want to print a backslash, right, you have to specify 2 backslashes so that the single backslash will be printed. Now if you want to match an exact dot, then you have to specify backslash dot. So what is happening here, @, it is allowing A to Z, capital A to Z, 0 to 9, and hyphen, and then plus. That means the domain name should be one or more character, dot, at least one dot, and then see, it is specifying A to Z, and dot. So for example, there's something like gmail.com, com, and you can see here it is giving a dot here also, and it is saying it should be having at least 2 characters. See, this we haven't still till now. So when you say something in braces, that means at least 2 and at max 18, right? So this may be, for example, @iitp.ac.in. So it should be at least 2 characters and maximum 18 characters, and you can work around with this. So this means at least 2 characters. So this means exactly 2 characters. This means at least 2 characters up to infinity characters. So this means 0 to maximum 2 characters. This means infinity. There is no limit here. So let us keep this example as 2, 18 only. So when I run this particular code, you can see Luke at Gmail matches. Okay, let me remove this printf. Andy at Yahoo does not come because we don't have a dot here. This dot is missing. Similarly, this won't match because we don't have the @, and similarly, this basically matches. So let us try something. 1801, let's say ME01, ME02, okay, at iitp.ac.in. Let me give quotes around the string. See, so for example, 1801, ME02, this matches. So basically this thing says it should begin with a character, right? And we have more than one. So this basically expression before @ basically is matching this particular string. Fine. After that, we are matching @, which is quote unquote matched. And then we have some domain name A to Z and this, where IITP is matched, followed by a dot, which is this single dot. And then we can have a combination of, so for example, AC.in, we have this matching, right? This can go up to 18 characters, but at least 2, right? .in, .co, .io, etc. So see, for example, As simple as a regular expression like this, you can match any email address in the world. Now just imagine what would have been life without the regular expression. You would have to basically extract each and every string, then match whether it's a string or a character or all those things. You can have many more advanced complex regular expressions also. So for this tutorial, this should be enough. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.